Hi friends, hope you're doing good. Welcome back to the channel, guys. One thing I haven't talked about for quite some time, if you are a follower of this channel, which is the Global Talent Visa, because it wasn't clear what the future of this visa was. So I stopped talking about it until we got some clarity. If you're not aware, the Global Talent Visa is like it's like a UK visa. You can come over and work to the UK. It's much more better than the skilled worker visa because you can change your employers. You're not bound by any employer. You own the visa. There is no age limit. There is no English language requirement, and it's very suited for people in cybersecurity and tech. And what happened was you need endorsement from the technician, but technician was shutting down, so there was a lot of confusion whether this visa will continue or not. And I've made lots and lots of videos on my channel. If you're not aware about the UK like global talent visa, what it is and how it works and all that, you can go and check that and get that clarity. But what has happened is, so the UK government, they have now given this clarity. I was waiting for more clarity to come in. Yeah, but they have confirmed that technician is now, it's been taken over by another company. It will continue as it is. Okay, it will continue to assess applications for the global talent visa. So if you were interested, if you were thinking about it, and now you have that clarity. Okay, so 25th April they have announced it's going to become part of the Founders Forum group. This does not change the current process for applying for the global talent. Okay, you can still use the website, start a new application, and long term they're probably going to shift to another company and all that. But right now, if you were what do you call interested in applying, please, this is the time to do it. The global talent visa, if you're not aware, like I've said before, it's a very powerful visa. It gives you a lot of options, and the best of all thing is you're not bound to an employer. You are not at risk of losing your sponsorship, your visa, if you get laid off, right? Especially if you're in the tech sector. A lot of people have been worried nowadays from 2022 to 2023. I mean, it's been like a bloodbath, right? If you're aware of this, like so many very qualified people have lost their jobs. It's very sad to see. A lot of people have reached out to me, unfortunately, and yeah, and the problem is if you lose your job, it's not just losing your job, you lose your sponsorship also, right? So that becomes a massive problem. So always try to like get that sort of have some sort of a backup plan, right? And this is why the global talent visa is good, because even if you lose your job, you're not bound to your employer. Your sponsorship is linked to yourself. So you can simply shift to another employer, right? You won't be able to, you won't have to be, you won't lose your sponsorship. You won't have to leave the country. So the process is there on this website, guys. If you're not aware of it already, you have to fulfill certain requirements. You have to give evidences. Okay. And I've made multiple videos on this. Honestly, I'm not going to go into the details here. I have a complete course on this, which I'll link here and I'll tell you about it. But right now, basically, this is the technician visa guide. You can go there and find out what the requirements are. They have made a few changes. They keep updating this guide, right? So that's why it's very important for you to know. But one thing I did want to tell you, so these are all the like evidences they need, and what other things. So they have said that it has to be two unique documents. Now you have to give evidences, right? In certain criteria, a lot of people reuse the same evidences in multiple criteria. It has to be, now they're saying you have to, the documents must be unique, guys. Please do not reuse, copy paste the same evidence. And a lot of people use the same for leadership, and they use it for mandatory, the optional criteria also. Okay, so please do not do that. They're gonna not gonna accept your application. It's gonna be a huge problem. Okay, and apart from that, one thing I found interesting, I think they've, yeah, this is pretty funny. Let me just yeah, this one. They've said please do not use ChatGPT for creating your applications. A lot of people, for the letters of reference, for the personal statement, for the evidences, they've started using things like ChatGPT or AI generated tool. They will detect it because it's very easy to detect. There are many tools out there. They will tell you if the application is generated using an AI tool. So please, you have to write it yourself. Okay, and they are very clear about that the use of AI or similar tools may weaken your application, or potentially raise concerns regarding the validity. Please do not copy paste. Do not use chat gpt. It's going to become a huge problem for you. Okay, usually you can go down here, and there's a change log. I always try to keep my eye here. So they have a change log, and they tell you what are the changes which have happened. You can see added note regarding AI in chat gpt and all that, right? So added note for two unique sets of requirements. So guys, this is what I wanted to summarize here. So as of right now, the UK government have confirmed that the global talent visa will continue as is. You can still apply to technician if you were on the fences. You did not know whether to apply, whether not to apply. If you have the option of applying, I would definitely recommend trying for it, because, like I said, the times nowadays are very harsh. Unfortunately, across the world, a lot of people are losing their jobs and everything. Okay, so do try for it. I have a course which I link. I stopped talking about this course, honestly speaking, because I didn't know what the future was. I link it here. Absolutely no obligation. You can try for something else also, but do try for it. Try to apply for this what do you call UK Global Talent Visa. Um, I have successfully last year, or was it this year? I can't remember honestly. I also helped one guy get the Global Talent Visa, which I'm very proud of. I don't want to share their names because they're not comfortable, but it's a very very good visa to have, especially if you're in the sponsorship, especially if you want to move to the UK, everything. So please do try. And I linked this course before. Even if you're not interested in course, still I would recommend you to apply for the visa, because it will give you that peace of mind and comfort, and you can secure your future, your immigration journey, and your family's immigration journey also, especially if you're in the tech sector or in the cybersecurity sector. So that's what, guys. I haven't talked about the global talent visa for quite some time. A lot of people were pinging me about it. So do try for it, and let me know if you have any questions or anything at all in the comment section. I'll link my course there also, and you can take a look. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.